This single AI update could create a new wave of millionaires, and most people have no idea. Let me break it all down for you right now. OpenAI just rolled out GPT-5.4 across ChatGPT, the developer API, and Codex, with a higher-end Pro tier aimed at the most complex professional work. It's the company's biggest leap since GPT-5 launched, and it landed on March 5th. I'm Kashi with SKM AI Expert, and here's why this matters. The headline is simple. GPT 5.4 thinking is now the default reasoning model for paid ChatGPT plans, while GPT 5.4 Pro is available for those who want maximum horsepower on harder tasks like research, coding, and multi-step workflow automation. In plain English, it's faster, it plans better, and it breaks down problems more like a senior analyst than a chatbot. OpenAI didn't just push a model, it shipped a work stack. There's a new ChatGPT for Excel add-in and upgraded financial data integrations. That means spreadsheets, models, and due diligence can be built, audited, and refreshed right inside the tools knowledge workers already live in. Benchmarks show real jumps. On persistent web browsing tasks, GPT 5.4 improved by a large double-digit margin over GPT 5.2 and set a new state-of-the-art score in the Pro tier. In short, agents get lossless, finish more, and hand back clearer results. This launch arrives right as OpenAI finishes retiring older ChatGPT models, tightening the lineup and signaling that the 5 series is where the action is. Translation: if you use ChatGPT for work, your default brain just got an upgrade. Why does GPT 5.4 matter? Because it quietly converts artificial intelligence from a neat demo into a dependable colleague. Think of 3 big shifts. First, planning and tool use. Earlier models could draft, summarize, or brainstorm. GPT 5.4 coordinates tasks. It can structure a plan, open apps, operate within software, and keep context over longer sessions without dropping the thread. It's the difference between a helpful intern and a project lead who owns the outcome. Second, coding as a first-class feature. OpenAI merged the best of its 5.3 Codex training with the 5.4 reasoning core. That combo means stronger code generation, better debugging, and fewer back-and-forth prompts. If you've ever lost an afternoon fixing brittle scripts, you know how valuable that is. Third, reliability and guardrails. System cards show new mitigations for high-risk areas like cybersecurity. That matters for enterprises that want AI speed without AI surprises. Safer by default, lowers procurement friction. Now, how does it compare? On enterprise coding and long horizon tasks, GPT 5.4 is directly squaring off against Anthropic's Claude Opus 4.6, which shipped a 1 million token context window in beta and has put real wins on agentic coding benchmarks. Claude is terrific at refactoring big code bases and running autonomous coding sessions. GPT 5.4 answers with stronger planning and deeper office workflow chops, plus that Excel plug-in many teams were begging for. On speed and lightweight tasks, Google's latest Gemini flashlight aims to be the go-to for quick responses and mobile scale. Flashlight is optimized for responsiveness and cost. GPT 5.4 Instant, released earlier, was designed for the same daily chats and browsing, while 5.4 Thinking leans into difficult multi-step work. The takeaway: OpenAI wants to own the job that actually pays the bills, not just the conversation. What are experts saying? Coverage from major tech outlets framed this as OpenAI's most capable and efficient professional model to date, not just a minor refresh. Analysts called out the step-up in agent reliability, and investors zeroed in on the Excel integration because that's where real enterprise adoption accelerates. Here's a simple analogy. If previous AI was a great calculator, GPT 5.4 is a junior consultant who also opens your files, updates your slides, and drafts your emails, then explains every change. So what moves in the market? First, the AI infrastructure trade stays hot. When models level up, workloads expand. That means more demand for GPUs and custom accelerators, high bandwidth memory, networking, and power. Chip leaders benefit from every turn of the capability flywheel. Recent analyst coverage and earnings previews pointed to robust data center orders and rising guidance into 2026 and beyond. Second, custom silicon suppliers are in the spotlight. Broadcom has been vocal about massive AI accelerator orders and rising quarterly AI revenue, and the street is watching whether that growth sustains. Marvell popped on strong data center signals tied to AI networking and custom compute. When software takes a step up like this, the domino effect is very real on the hardware side. Third, Platform strategy. Microsoft remains tied to OpenAI for distribution across Azure and enterprise channels. Even with a rebalanced partnership, the commercial rights and product integration flow through the same pipes. For investors, that means AI monetization shows up in cloud, security, and productivity suites. Who profits? Cloud providers selling compute, storage, and networking for bigger AI workloads. Chip makers building GPUs, custom accelerators, and high-speed switches. Data vendors plugging into ChatGPT for premium workflows like financial research. SaaS companies that integrate AI deeply and cut customer time to value. Who loses? Point solution vendors that do one narrow task that GPT-5.4 can now do well enough inside Excel, Docs, or email. Agencies and freelancers who only resell AI outputs without proprietary process or data. Money-making opportunities for everyday people. Build AI-assisted spreadsheet templates that actually move needles. 3-statement models, cohort analyses, pricing calculators. Package them, sell them, or offer them as lead magnets tied to a service. Become the AI operator for a niche. Learn how GPT 5.4, Excel, and data sources solve, say, e-commerce margin erosion or local services scheduling. Productize that workflow as a fixed price offer. Create small AI tools that wrap the API and a dataset. Local real estate comps, vendor risk summaries, or grant applications. Narrow beats broad. Jobs at risk and jobs created. Repetitive analyst work is exposed. First drafts of decks, basic financial models, boilerplate research. The hours spent on these tasks shrink. New roles grow fast. Prompt engineers morph into workflow designers. AI operations managers monitor agents, data quality, and controls. Domain specialists who pair subject expertise with AI orchestration win big. Part 5, Real-World Impact and Practical Use Cases. How does this hit your day-to-day? Use Case 1. Personal finance and small business modeling. With ChatGPT for Excel powered by GPT 5.4, you can load last year's sales, generate a forecast with seasonality, and spin up a hiring plan with cash runway in minutes. You ask natural questions in a side panel, it updates formulas, adds audit notes, and leaves a trail you can review. Use Case 2, Healthcare Admin. A clinic manager can feed appointment logs and insurance rules. Then have the model generate a staffing roster and a claims follow-up list sorted by dollar impact and denial probability. That is AI automation that gives evenings back to real people. Use Case 3, Freelance Coding and IT. Point GPT 5.4 at your repo, ask for a refactor plan, get a migration checklist, and auto-generate tests that run in your CI. Then have it prepare a client-facing report of what changed and why. Better delivery, less grunt work. Here's a quick story. A 2-person Amazon seller based in Ohio told me they spent 3 nights a week on messy spreadsheets. After hooking GPT 5.4 into Excel, they cut their planning time from 6 hours to 1, discovered a pricing error on a top SKU, and freed up one founder to focus on supplier negotiations. One simple workflow increased monthly profit by 5 figures. That is the make money with AI playbook, without writing a line of code. Now I'm curious, do you think this level of AI inside spreadsheets and documents is a good thing or a bad thing? Drop your take in the comments. I actually read every single one. And if you're finding this valuable, you know what to do. That subscribe button is right there, and it genuinely helps SKM AI Expert keep bringing you these updates for free. Part 6. Future Predictions. 6 months. We see agent reliability become the new benchmark. The hype shifts from what can it do to how often does it finish the job without help. Expect a wave of AI operator job postings and a spike in enterprise pilots that chain GPT 5.4 with internal data and RPA. 1 year, spreadsheet native AI becomes table stakes across finance, consulting, and operations. The winners standardize documented AI workflows with approvals, versioning, and audit trails. The losers copy-paste prompts and hope for the best. Expect at least one major enterprise to report a measurable margin lift tied directly to AI-assisted modeling and planning. 5 years. 2 things converge. First, reasoning models coordinate fleets of tools across your computer by default. Second, lightweight personal agent stores emerge, where your prompts, workflows, and verified data live with you, not inside a single vendor. The future of AI looks less like a single chatbot and more like an operating system for work. Here's what you should do right now to stay ahead. Pick one high-leverage workflow and automate it end-to-end. Sales pipeline hygiene, monthly close checklist, or customer onboarding. Document, automate, measure. Build an AI skills stack. Prompting for structure, Excel plus ChatGPT, a coding assistant, and one data source you trust. Make that your daily driver. Set guardrails. Decide what data is in bounds, how you review outputs, and where you keep logs. Professionalize your AI business before it professionalizes you. Part 7. Powerful Closing. AI is no longer a gadget, it's a lever. Pull it the right way, and your time, income, and impact compound. Pull it the wrong way, and you drown in drafts. I'm Kashi from SKM AI Expert. And if today's breakdown helped, tap subscribe so you never miss the moves that actually matter. The next video goes deeper into building a real AI operator portfolio for your career. Don't just watch the future of AI, own a piece of it.